coming for a full day of activities. You're coming for fun. And we're going to educate you along the way. And you may not realize that we're educating you.
Old Home Week. Its original motto was, "Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home." Every year, over 90,000 people call these grounds home for the 10-day fair. Old Home Week has entertained generations of Islanders since it started in 1890. It was very different back then. Animals were shown outside in nearby fields. But when the new exhibition building, racetrack and grandstand opened in 1890, it was a major event. Carol McClellan has written the only history of Old Home Week.
There was the original show building, which was a huge, elaborate building. And it was known as a wonder at its time because it had its own electric light system and all of that. And then the grandstand, 2 tiers. And you could overlook the whole harbor. And 5,000 people, double the capacity, attended that year in 1890.
Okay, we got it right this time.
The main purpose of Old Home Week and Provincial Exhibition then and now is to allow rural Islanders to show and compare their livestock.
Originally, you compared your animals to your neighbors. Well, they still do that, but that's the way they improved.
The exhibition is such a part of the island fabric, it has generations of people from the same family still showing.
Look, there's families here. One family in particular, Albert Boswell, he was exhibiting way back in the 1860s, and all of his children, sons and daughters, have continued to exhibit down through the years.
Now it's not only Islanders showing their livestock. People travel from all over to PEI's exhibition, like this group from Quebec. They have shipped these air showers here to stand before the judge. Kate Lucier from Victoriaville won first place. It's their first time here, but Mother Linda Ness says it's worth coming back.
The people from Quebec have been really thrilled so far. The hospitality has been wonderful, and the setup here at the show is great.
One of the most popular displays this year is the fowl. It's also popular with spectators. Who could resist such color, grooming, and sound as they strut their stuff? The exhibition is about farmers showing their best, but it's also about showing urban Islanders where their food comes from. Rayanne Frizzle is general manager of Old Home Week.
Taking the opportunity now to communicate to urban PEI about rural PEI and where their food comes from and that education component. It's amazing how many kids don't know, that milk comes from a dairy cow. They think it comes from a grocery store.
And it is working.
We love it. We've just arrived. So far the kids have pretended to milk a cow and pick potatoes, and they've seen some goats and braided a horsetail, and they're having a good time.
There are other traditions that are going strong. Women's Institute displays and competitions, and a staple of rural youth, 4-H. Jaeger Acorn is manning the 4-H display today.
It's given me confidence in myself. I'm a great speaker now in public. I have no problem talking in front of people. It's given me skills such as cooking, woodworking, small engine repair. Just taught me a lot about agriculture too.
All of that is just a part of Old Home Week. It has a parade. And every year it closes with the thud of horses' hooves in the Gold Cup and Saucer race. It has been part of the exhibition since 1960. It features the fastest horses and the best drivers in Eastern Canada and attracts more than 10,000 for Old Home Week's closing night. It's one of PEI's biggest events. Rayanne Frizzle knows why.
It goes back to tradition. I think a lot of people have grown up having an agriculture background, and so it was the big thing to come to the city. Families, the long-standing history of coming and showing at Old Home Week, and it kind of gets passed down generation to generation.